Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast from BBC News with Charlie State and Susanna Reid.
The Liberal Democrat leader tells his party he's not the kingmaker as we approach a general election.
Amid speculation about a coalition, he'll say the winning party will have the moral authority to govern.
Good morning. It's Mothering Sunday, the 14th of March.
Also on today's programme, James Bulger's mother has called for England's Children's Commissioner to be sacked for saying her son's killers were too young to have been prosecuted for murder.
At least 30 people have died in a series of suicide bombings in the Afghan city of Kandahar.
Beacons line the entire length of Hadrian's Wall for the first time since the end of the Roman Empire.
And we'll talk to two young musicians whose appearance at New York's Carnegie Hall is in jeopardy because of the British Airways strikes.
And later on Breakfast, how fans of the writer Thomas Hardy are campaigning for a collection of his papers to remain in his native Dorset.
And the first Grand Prix of the season is just a few hours away. Red Bull's Sebastian Vettel is in pole position. It sounds like the trip of a lifetime. A group of young musicians from Cardiff have won the chance to perform at the prestigious Carnegie Hall in New York, all part of the International Wind Band Festival. Over 80 young Welsh musicians are due to fly out on Saturday, but strike action by BA cabin crew is due to begin on the same day, putting the whole thing in jeopardy. They're all members of the Cardiff County and Vale of Glamorgan Youth Wind Band. Cameron plays the French horn. He's here with his mum, Cath, and bandmate Alex. Very good morning to all three of you. Morning. Cath, tell us what the situation is as it stands now.
We don't know. All we know is the flights are going to be announced on Tuesday. So until then, we don't know whether we're going or not.
But you were due to fly out on the Saturday, is that right?
First day of
Which is
strike.
scheduled to be the first day of the strike. Have you spoken to BA? Have you inquired as to what
Yeah,
possibilities
in
are?
fairness, they're doing their best, but they don't know anything basically until Tuesday.
Okay,
So.
and the real problem is that unlike some people who might have themselves and a couple of members of their family, how many are you?
About 80 young musicians, about a dozen staff, families, friends, all on the same flight.
So the options that might be available to other people by way of booking elsewhere, this is just a non-starter.
Just not open to us. No, not.
Well, Cameron, I mean, obviously you must be really excited about going out to New York.
Yeah.
It's not an everyday opportunity, is it?
It's kind of once in a lifetime, really. It's been booked for about 2 years. Been fundraising for all that time. We've been backpacking in various supermarkets and had a big gala concert about a month ago. We've been rehearsing 2.5 hours every Tuesday. Meant to be going home today to have a 6-hour rehearsal in Cardiff. So, been very excited.
Yeah, Alex, what's it feel like? I mean, presumably you must have been so upbeat about the whole thing.
Yeah.
How's the feeling now?
Well, sort of, you don't know if you're going or not. If you're going, then it's great, but if you're not, it's just sort of a letdown, really. And
in terms of the event itself, it's obviously a big event, international, a chance for you guys to shine in front of sort of international audience.
Yeah, it's just like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
We can see a bit of the, this is a little bit of the who's this? Who's the conductor? Is this the man in charge?
Sean O'Neill. Yeah, he plays tuba and he's head of brass and the whole wind band. That's me playing horn. That's David Childs, who's a world-class euphonium player. He's coming with us to play the euphonium concerto written by Carl Jenkins.
Right, and Cath, presumably the amount of time, I mean, these guys are the performers, but I mean, you're a mum, you must put an awful lot into this yourself in terms of time, in terms of, you know...
Yeah, you just want to support them and we're trying to be positive, but it's horrendous. It's really horrendous.
Yeah, I mean, by way of, I know there's not much you can do by way of planning for if it does go ahead. But I mean, have you approached other airlines to see if there is anything anyone can do to help out?
I think the lady who is coordinating it all is trying, but there's just nothing available at the moment. You know, she is trying, really, she's trying so hard, but there's just nothing.
Well, look, I wish you all the very best. I hope it works out for you. Next Saturday, we'll check up and keep in touch with us, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
and I hope you get there.
Crossed.
Good luck.
Thank you
Thanks
very
for coming in
much.
this morning.
Thank you.